The third technique in HELIO'S lesson 8 is the straight arm lock when the opponent is turned to his side. Now, this movement starts from HELIO having already established the mount and having one hand in the collar. Right? So he's gotten one hand in the collar. And the idea is perhaps that the opponent's starting to defend like this or hold, and so he's going to step up on the foot to start to sit for this arm lock. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to start to step up on the foot to sit for this arm lock. And as he does, the person defends by turning towards their side and perhaps holding the arm. Right? So now the hand is already in the collar, which means it's under the arm. And so what HELIO does is he puts the hand on the ground and he slides the knee behind the head. Behind the head. Makes sense? Right? Behind the head. And then he transfers the grip to the collar, like this. Because as he transfers the grip to the collar, look what happens. He lifts the arm. Right? We know that the arm lock is not about using strength to extend the arm. The arm lock is about taking the shoulder up out of socket by lifting the arm, and then because the arm is extracted as far as it can go beyond its normal range, the extension part becomes easy. Right? The extension part becomes easy. So right now, we're looking at breaking the arm down into sections. The first section is between the shoulder and the elbow, and the second section is between the elbow and the wrist, and the last section is between the wrist and the fingertips, but that's not so important in the arm bar. We may catch it at the end, or we may use it to manipulate the rest of the arm, but the important thing to control first is everything between the shoulder and the elbow. So what do? We put the hand on the collar and we sit up a little bit, and it stretches the arm. It stretches the arm. Now, in order to make it easy for him to pass the leg over the head, the weight has to go off the leg and onto somewhere else. That somewhere else is the hand. And HELIO'S method for doing this is to push on the face. This is very nice because the person who is looking to escape may need to lift the head before they can shrink the arm. And pinning the head to the ground, because the head leads the body, keeps the body from moving very effectively. So he transfers the grip to the collar and starts to lift the arm, and then he transfers the hand, the free hand, to the face, and he pins the head to the ground. Pins the head to the ground, and all the weight goes on this hand as he steps the leg over and sits. Right? From here, we know how to adjust the arm bar because we've seen this happen before. This hand can go on the ground and we move at a little bit of an angle, and then the hand is gripped, the arm is gripped rather, like a baseball bat, and pinned to the chest. And once it's pinned to the chest and the knees are together and the heels are in, and this leg is a little bit heavy so they can't sit up towards us, only then, when all those criteria are met, can we sit back. And because the arm's already extended, see, long before I hit the ground, the arm bar happens, right? I shouldn't have to go all the way to here. You okay?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to go all the way to here and then start to lift the hips and work beyond any normal range. If I do this correctly, the arm is already extended because I wrapped the collar. It's already out of socket because I sat up. It's already pinned to the chest because I've held it like a baseball bat and put it there. It's not coming out because the knees are together. He's not able to sit up because the leg is a little bit heavy here. And I'm not straight where I give him the chance to turn. I'm at a bit of an angle. And all those criteria having been met, I can start to sit. And once I sit there, it's already happening, right? Okay, so now let's look at this from the beginning. That was a lengthy explanation. Let's make it very simple. The situation here is that I've taken the mount, the hands on the collar. When I start to step on this leg to sit for the arm, the person turns sideways. Free hand pushes the head, while this hand switches to the collar. Lifts the arm up, step over. Squeeze the knees, pin the arm to the chest, and sit back. Make sense?
Sure.
Let's give it a try and then we'll clean up with some more details.